New to Coolmore, Australia, Looking at Lucky, a champion 2-year-old and a champion 3-year-old by champion sire Smart Strike. A late May foal, he went a furlong in 10 seconds flat at Keeneland's April 2-year-olds in training sale and sold for $475,000. That was nearly 2 months before his second birthday.
He was a late foal. He was a late May foal, so we were actually taking our time with him. I called Mike Tegram one day and said, you know what, we need to name that horse, because Mike likes to wait to the last minute to see how good they are before he gives them whether he gives them a good name or just a so-so name. And he said, well, he's a late foal. When do you think he'll be ready, like in the fall? And I said, no, Mike, he's going to be ready at Hollywood Park. And he said, really? He said, yeah, because you know, Mike, the really good ones, they come around really quick.
In early July, he broke his maiden on debut over 1,200 metres at Hollywood Park.
Looking at Lucky now, set down, and these two sprint away. Looking at Lucky outside, Sterling out, look at the rail. Looking at Lucky takes charge, and Looking at Lucky wins.
Right off the bat, he showed me he was really super special. It's really hard to win first down on synthetic, and I thought he might need an out, but he broke well. He was sitting off the pace. He came up, he engaged the horse that had already run. Nice horse, and I thought, well, he's going to get tired, probably run second, have a good out. And all of a sudden, when he went eye to eye with the horse, he just kicked in gear and showed me that extra brilliance that we're always looking for these horses, and we knew then that he was really, really special.
Less than a month after his maiden win, he took the Grade 2 Best Pal Stakes over 1,300 metres at Del Mar.
Looking at Lucky, starting to pull clear late in the Best Pal, coming with a late run, make music for me, but Looking at Lucky's won at 3 parts of a length.
The second out is a telltale of a horse, because usually I've had him win really impressively. Second out, they sort of, you know, they take a step backwards, but he moved forward in the Best Pal Stakes, won that race.
Next was the Grade 1 Del Mar Futurity, the first Group 1 of the season for 2-year-old colts on the west coast of the US.
But Looking at Lucky burst to the front, and Looking at Lucky and Garrett Gomez have won the Del Mar Futurity.
Then he made it back-to-back Grade 1 wins in the Norfolk Stakes at Santa Anita.
Tenaciously, and Looking at Lucky, all heart has won the Norfolk.
He suffered the only defeat of his 2-year-old campaign when, breaking from barrier 13, he was beaten just ahead in the Grade 1 Breeders' Cup Juvenile after being bumped close to the line.
Looking at Lucky on the outside, Piscatelli, Vale of York. Looking at Lucky, Vale of York.
Running back in the Grade 1 Cash Call Futurity at Hollywood Park, he became the first North American 2-year-old male in 22 years to win 3 Grade 1 stakes when demolishing a quality field.
Looking at Lucky suddenly opens up 2.5. Noble's Promise in the program battle for second. Looking at Lucky, Noble's Promise, Looking at Lucky.
After enduring difficult trips in the Santa Anita Derby and on a heavy track in the Kentucky Derby, he showed his true colours in the prestigious Preakness Stakes, the second leg of the US Triple Crown.
Looking at Lucky is the leader. Super Saver is spent. First Dude fights on. Bailey Jackson run between horses. You want a twist upset chance on the far outside. Wild finish coming. Looking at Lucky. First Dude. Jackson Ben. Looking at Lucky. Here's Jackson Ben and First Dude. Looking at Lucky. Got it.
His Preakness race was just incredible, and the way he just sat back there, Martin Garcia took him to the outside, take him to the outside, get him out of trouble. Because that's Looking at Lucky. He could have easily gone undefeated his whole career, except maybe for the Breeders' Cup Classic, because of just bad racing luck.
The Preakness has proven to be one of the great sire-making races in the US, with previous winners including champion sires Sunday Silence, Seattle Slew, Secretariat and Northern Dancer. Then, in a star-studded Haskell Invitational, he made it clear he was the best 3-year-old in the country with a stellar performance.
Looking at Lucky's taking the lead, and look at him take off. Looking at Lucky's got a 4-length lead at the 16th pole. And looking at Lucky and Martin Garcia romping the Haskell.
I was looking at Lucky's coming out party the Haskell, because he threw it in gear, he just took off and ran away from a really nice group of horses, and I think that's what really stamped him as the superstar that he is. I've been really fortunate to have some really good horses, but he was sort of different than the rest of them, because this is the first good horse I've ever had that had an outstanding pedigree, you know, and so I've had some really good ones, but none which had the pedigree that this horse had, and I think that's why he was going to get better, because of the pedigree as he got older.
By champion sire Smart Strike, whose leading performers include world champion Curlin and turf champion English Channel, Lookin' at Lucky is bred on a similar Mr. Prospector Danzig cross to Distorted Humour, who himself made such a positive impression in Australia from just 2 small crops bred here. Virtually Unbeatable at 2, Awesome at 3. Lookin' at Lucky, the ultimate racehorse, the ultimate stallion prospect.